to this week's edition of the DT. Many people ask the following question: do I really matter? Does what I do make any difference? Look at the big world out there. What am I in the grand scheme of things? But we all know that that type of attitude leads to indifference as well as feelings of low self-esteem. What is the Torah's perspective on the value of an individual? I would like to share with you an amazing insight. There are a few times in the Torah when there is a census taken of the Jewish people. The first time God commanded Moses to count the Jews, he said to him as follows: "When you shall take a census of the children of Israel, they shall give half a shekel of the sacred shekel." Each Jewish person was expected to pass in front of Moses with a half a shekel, plop it into a box, and after they were done, Moses would count up the half shekels, and that's how he would know how many Jewish people there were. At first glance, this commandment to count the Jewish people appears puzzling. Surely the Almighty God knew our numbers. So what was the purpose of conducting a census? And moreover, why should the people be counted through a half a shekel? Why not a full shekel? Why only a half of a shekel? There's a profound teaching here which, if absorbed properly, can be a life-transforming lesson. The words with which God commanded Moses to conduct the census were Kisisa esrosh b'nei Yisrael, when you count the heads of the Jewish people. But those words have a dual meaning. They could mean, like we said, when you count the heads of the Jewish people, but those words can also mean when you elevate the heads of the Jewish people. This is to impress upon us that when we realize that we count, our heads are lifted up, we are elevated. The realization that we can impact on the destiny of the world, that our words and our deeds have significance, that we matter, charges us with a responsibility and allows us to grow and become better people. If we could only focus on this and devote more time to think about how we act and what we do, to make an effort to control our tempers, to desist from gossip and slander, to devote a little more time to Torah study, to do acts of loving kindness, to say a kind word to somebody, to smile at someone, not only would we be elevating ourselves, but we are actually tipping the scales in favor of our people and the world. And that is why the Jews were counted with half a shekel. Beautiful! Because by having to contribute a half of a shekel to the census, we are challenged to realize that we are all only halves, and that our nation is only as strong as its individual parts. The holy books of the Kabbalah teach us that there are 600,000 letters in the Torah which correspond to 600,000 core souls of the Jewish people which were at Mount Sinai that received the Torah. Every Jew is connected to one of those 600,000 core souls. Each Jew, one might say, has a letter in the Torah which corresponds to his soul. Now, according to Jewish law, a Torah scroll that is missing even one letter, is unusable. So too, every Jew's contributions are necessary for the purpose of our existence. To quote the legendary Vince Lombardi, individual commitment to a group effort, that is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. So every day of your life, when you wake up in the morning and you look at the big world out there, don't forget, you are priceless. There are things which only you can do, which can truly make the Jewish people better and make the world a better place to live in. Have a Shabbat Shalom.